Welcome. Usually you see these videos about the weekly portion on Thursdays or maybe even Friday. But today I wanted to put it at the beginning of the week so I have an opportunity to invite you to a free online meeting this Thursday evening, 9 p.m. California time, 6 p.m. New York time, and very, very early in the morning Israel time. And before we get to the weekly portion of Devarim, I want to talk with you about subscribing so you won't miss these invitations and all kinds of interesting things. So when you see my videos, you have this subscribe button at the bottom of the right-hand side of your video. You have to click this subscribe button, and then you get to see all of these videos and not miss them. To make sure you don't miss them, following the subscription, you have an opportunity to click this bell button, okay? This would give you a notification whenever I upload a new video, and this way you won't miss them. So one, free meeting this Thursday night where I'm going to talk about the oddities of the book of Jonah, and I'm going to invite you to join Hebrew Truth. 2, subscribe to this channel and click the bell button to get a notification every time a new video comes up. And now we're moving on to the weekly portion of Devarim, which opens a new book, the book of Deuteronomy. And if you won't go back to the first meeting, the first video about the book of Numbers, I talk a little bit about the name of the 5 books of Moses in Hebrew and in English. So you can go back there and look at what we've talked about. Okay, here in the video about the book of Deuteronomy, there are a few things I want to, about not the book of Deuteronomy, but the weekly portion of Deuteronomy. There are a few things I want to cover. First of all, we have ele. As you can see, this starts with the word ele, the first word, and we'll talk about it. But first, we'll read the whole verse in Hebrew twice, once regularly, once with a melody, and then we'll talk about few grammatical issues. So, אלה הדברים אשר דיבר משה אל כל ישראל בעבר הירדן, במדבר, בערבה מול סוף, בין פרן ובין תופל, ולבן וחצרות, ודי זהב. And now with a melody. אלה הדברים אשר דיבר משה אל כל ישראל בעבר הירדן, במדבר, בערבה מול סוף, בין פרן ובין תופל, ולבן וחצרות, ודי זהב. So אלה is the masculine plural proximal demonstrative. These, we have 2 sets of demonstrative pronouns that point towards something. We have a set of demonstrative pronouns that point towards proximal objects, that is near objects, and we have a set that points towards things that are far away. Ele is masculine plural demonstrative for the near objects. It is also used for the feminine, okay? So it is masculine and feminine. Ele hadevarim, here you can see that the word devarim is indeed masculine plural, and you remember the declension of the nouns in Hebrew. Davar, devarim. Devarim is the masculine plural, so the demonstrative pronoun pointing to it is also in the plural form. Ele hadevarim. Now, asher diber Moshe. So you can see the connection between the word devarim and the verb diber. The verb diber and the word devarim both share the same root, daled, bet, and reish. In Hebrew, it is very common, okay, to have what we call an inner object, where the verb diber, he spoke. This is a verb of the PL binyan, for those of you who know what binyanim are, okay? And the object, which are the words. He spoke the words. Okay, in English, speaking and words don't sound the same, but think of something like he spoke the speaks or speeches, or he worded the words. That would make more sense in English, even though English would avoid saying something like that. Asher diber Moshe el kol Yisrael be'ever hayarden. This is a prepositional pronoun, prepositional phrase, which is the most common type of prepositional phrase, which modifies the verb and answering the question where. You can see we have few of those. Okay. Now, one of these is very interesting. Bein paran uvein tofel. In English, when you want to talk about somewhere between two places, you don't repeat the word between twice. You either say between A and B, okay, but you wouldn't say, you might say between A and B, but you wouldn't say between A and between B. Hebrew is not shy of repeating prepositions in general, and specifically in this case, you can see bein paran uvein tofel, which would translate as between paran and tofel, okay? But you don't need to repeat it twice in English. So that's few points about the book of Deuteronomy, the weekly portion of Deuteronomy. Don't forget to join us on Thursday on 6 p.m. New York, California time, and 9 p.m. California time. The other way around. 6 p.m. California time, 9 p.m. New York time. And I will add the link here at the bottom to register for this free meeting.